Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 17 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. A huge slate today. Starting with a doubleheader between the Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -120. The Tigers plus 110 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Guardians is Hunter Gaddis with an ERA of 8.53. Pitching for the Tigers is Matthew Boyd with an ERA of 4.0. Guardians coming into this matchup 9-7. Detroit 5-9. Gaddis, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Boyd, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Detroit on a little 3-game winning streak right now. Cleveland is 8-2 against Detroit, 7-2 on the road, where they have been playing very well here. Yeah, in a doubleheader, I think I'm going to lean with the Guardians in Game 1. Next matchup, we got Game 2 between the Cleveland Guardians and Detroit Tigers. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -120. Detroit plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Peyton Battenfield with an ERA of 1.93. Pitching for the Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 4.50. Battenfield, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 3 strikeouts. Cleveland coming off a Washington loss. Detroit, still on that 3-game winning streak here. Battenfield looked good in his first start this season, played very well. Rodriguez, he's still been decent here. I don't love betting on doubleheaders. It's not, I kind of hate it actually. But I think I'll still take a shot with Cleveland in both matchups. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Chicago White Sox. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -125. The White Sox plus 105 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 4.02. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 7.31. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Lynn, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Phillies coming off a Cincinnati win. White Sox 1-4 in their last 10 right now. Philly is 9-4 against the White Sox. Wheeler's looked pretty good in his starts this season, and Lynn definitely struggled this season, giving up a lot of runs. And I think I'm going to roll with the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Miami Marlins. Giants opening up as road favorites at -115. The Marlins plus 105 with the over-under at 8. Giants coming into this matchup 5-10. The Marlins 9-8. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 1.17. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 4.63. Wood, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. The Giants on a 4-game losing streak right now, losing to Miami 4-3 yesterday. Miami playing very well. They are 5-1 in their last 6. Playing very good. I would say it's a pretty decent matchup. And Giants just haven't played that well to start the season. And I'll take a shot with the Marlins plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Cincinnati Reds. Rays opening up as road favorites at -120. Cincinnati plus 100 with the over-under at 9. Tampa Bay coming into this matchup 14-3. The Reds 7-9. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 5.40. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA of 2.12. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Lodolo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off a bad loss yesterday against the Reds, losing 8-1. That was definitely a tough loss for Tampa Bay. 1-3 in their last 4 here. And I have still trust in Tampa Bay. I like them to bounce back after that beatdown yesterday. I think they get things back moving today. I'm rolling with the Rays on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Washington Nationals. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -145. The Nationals +120 with the over-under at 9. Baltimore coming into this matchup 9-7. The Nationals 5-11. Pitching for the Orioles is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 9.49. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 4.32. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Gray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a White Sox win. They're 3-1 in their last 4. Washington coming off a Cleveland win. They're 1-4 in their last 5. Baltimore 6-1 straight up against Washington, where they've been very good head-to-head. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -145. LA +125 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 8-8. The Yankees 10-6. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Suarez with an ERA of 10.80. Pitching for the Yankees is Clark Schmidt with an ERA of 8.44. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Schmidt, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. LA coming off a Boston win, winning 5-4. Yankees on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Minnesota wins. LA 2-5 against the Yankees, 1-5 on the road against the Yankees, where they have struggled here. Both pitchers giving up a fair share of runs in this one. But I think I'm going to roll with New York at home. Next matchup, we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the Boston Red Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at -115. Boston -105 with the over-under at 9. Twins coming into this matchup 10-6. Boston 8-9. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 0.53. Pitching for the Red Sox is Chris Sale with an ERA of 11.25. Gray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's only given up 1 run so far this season in 3 starts. He's looked very good. Sale, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of runs so far this season. Minnesota coming off those, couple bad Yankee losses. Boston coming off an Angels loss. But yeah, like Gray on the mound, he's been really great, and I'm going to roll with the Twins on the road. And then next matchup, we have Game 2 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at -125. Phillies +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 6-10. The White Sox also 6-10. Pitching for the Phillies is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.80. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 6.0. Falter, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Giolito, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. And yeah, this one's tough here. Giolito hasn't looked that amazing on the mound. Neither has Falter. Not in love with double headers here, and I'm gonna just roll with the underdog here, and I'll take a shot with the Phillies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Kansas City Royals. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 120. Kansas City plus 110 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 6.32. Pitching for the Royals is Brad Keller with an ERA of 2.12. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Keller, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Rangers on a 2-game winning streak. Royals on a 4-game losing streak, losing to Texas 4-0 yesterday. And Rangers 4-1 on the road against Kansas City, 11-3 straight up against Kansas City. And I'm gonna roll with the Rangers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Arizona plus 145 with the over-under at 8. Arizona coming into this matchup 10-7. St. Louis 7-10. Pitching for Arizona is Dre Jameson with an ERA of 1.46. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 2.45. Jameson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Arizona on a little 2-game winning streak, beating St. Louis 6-3 yesterday. And I still think Diamondbacks are a good underdog here. Pretty even pitching matchup. I'll take a shot with Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at minus 110. Toronto's also minus 110 too, so it is a little pick'em scenario here. Toronto coming into this matchup 10-7. Houston 8-9. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 7.63. Pitching for the Astros is Jose Urquidy with an ERA of 2.35. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Urquidy, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Toronto on a 2-game losing streak, losing 9-2 against Houston yesterday, which was definitely a tough loss. And I like Urquidy on the mound, coming off 2 really good starts on the mound here, and I'm gonna roll with the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Colorado Rockies. Pirates opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Colorado minus 105 with the over-under at 12.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 10-7. The Rockies 5-12. Pitching for the Pirates is Vince Velasquez with an ERA of 5.40. Pitching for the Rockies is Jose Urena with an ERA of 9.90. Velasquez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Urena, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pirates beating Colorado 14-3 yesterday, an absolute beatdown. Colorado on a 6-game losing streak. I mean, they're very hard to trust right now. It is 6-2 on the road. And it's been a very rough stretch for the Rockies. Very hard to trust them. And I'm going to roll with the Pirates on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the San Diego Padres. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 140. San Diego plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Braves coming into this matchup 13-4. The Padres 8-10. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 3.38. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 6.92. Strider, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Snell, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Braves beating the Padres 2-0 yesterday. They're on a 7-game win streak. I mean, they're playing great baseball right now. Padres 1-5 in their last 6. It's been rough for the Padres. Atlanta 5-0 on the road. Yeah, rolling with the Braves on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Oakland Athletics. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -175. Oakland +150 with the over-under at 7.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 9-6. Oakland 3-14. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 1.0. Pitching for the A's is Ken Waldichuk with an ERA of 10.20. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Waldichuk, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Chicago beating Oakland 10-1 yesterday. And Oakland 1-9 in their last 10. I mean, they've been just absolutely horrible to start the season. 1-8 at home. Yeah, we're going to roll with the Cubs on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -150. Milwaukee +130 with the over-under at 8. Brewers coming into this matchup 12-5. Seattle 8-9. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA of 1.59. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.70. Rea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Brewers on a 2-game winning streak, beating Seattle 7-3 yesterday. 5-2 on the road here. I think they're another good underdog today. Pretty even pitching matchup. I'll take a shot with Brewers +1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -165. The Mets +140 with the over-under at 8. Mets coming into this matchup 11-6. The Dodgers 8-9. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 2.25. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 3.50. Megill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Kershaw, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Mets beating the Dodgers 8-6 yesterday. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Dodgers 1-3 in their last 4. Mets are 5-1 against the Dodgers, 4-2 on the road against the Dodgers here. And I like the way the Mets are playing. I'm going to take a shot with the Mets +1.5 on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.